the depressing Gen Z job experience. People, what up? What's good, man? It's your boy TwoCentz. As y'all can see, we got an interesting topic from Rambo. Y'all know we love reacting to the Rambo vids over here, man. Talking about, I'm saying, the Gen Z job experience, y'all. I'm, you know, it's funny. I'm actually Gen Z adult myself, recording this, about to have it posted right before I go to work, man. So, you know, should be interesting. Feel like I can actually definitely speak on this topic. So let's get right into it, bro.
23% face unmanageable stress and 48% feel drained. According to a Cigna survey, Gen Z is the most stressed generation of all time.
My bank account is negative $400. I'm stressed, I'm fucking panicking, I am cooked, and all of these articles saying why Gen Zers are struggling, grannies are thriving, and what to do about it doesn't make it any better because I'm looking at old people and they're just winning.
How much did you pay for your first house?
6,000 or 7,000.
Jesus, man. And you know he living good too. You don't wear hats like that if you're not living good, man. Shout outs to Gramps, bro. Y'all, bro, you can't do. I mean, you could do a lot with 6,000 or 7,000, but a house, that's not even. I can't even think of that though. That's crazy, bro. When we gonna get back to that? Will we ever get back to that? Probably not.
Here was this.
50 some years ago.
But at least some people understand that Gen Zers aren't lazy snowflakes. We just don't expect to work for free. No fucking shit. And what the fuck? What the fuck? Wait, these are about millennials. And that's the truth. These articles were written all the way in 2013, 2017. And now it's the new trend.
So they're just recycling.
A new generation in the workforce to panic about you can't get a job. But this happens every generation. Look.
Well, you guys, you know, I and obviously, bro, there's a you know, AI is replacing jobs and stuff like that. At the same time, bro, you can get a job. Will it be the job that you want to get? Maybe not. Will it be a job that supports you to be able to do all the things and pay for everything that you need to pay for and take care of yourself? Maybe not. I think that's a different, you know what I'm saying, that's a different topic, that's a different subject. But you can most certainly find a job, you guys. And like I said, bro, I'm not just, you know, talking out of my neck, bro. I'm literally about to go to work after this video is up, bro. Throughout college, man, worked like 10 different jobs to pay for school, graduated, you know what I'm saying, loan free, debt free. Shout outs to me for that. Right? Like you can find employment, bro. Straight up. You can. We ain't even talking about, you know what I'm saying, how you know how easy it is to learn a trade, get paid for a trade, right? Plumbing, electrician, HVAC, all that stuff. So, you know, I'm not really buying the I can't find a job, I can't get a job as a Gen Z person who's had plenty of jobs in the past and who's working right now and who's not special and didn't come from riches and you know what I'm saying, who actually had to grind for a lot of things, bro. So there's that, man.
Look at the millennials, now it's the Gen Zers. Look at the boomers. Every previous generation that enters the workforce struggles with getting a job. And why are you seeing all these videos pushing the propaganda that it is difficult to get a job?
Well, here's what I will say. And obviously, like I said, man, he gonna have, you know what I'm saying, his statistics and his points. I don't know, or I don't think that school prepares you to get a job. Sure, you learn, you know what I'm saying, you learn like on certain topics, right, depending on what your major is in college. You know, you learn how things in whatever industry you want to work in, how those things work. But at the same time, bro, like you don't really have the people skills, the hey, how you doing, you know what I'm saying, what y'all got going, like you're not really taught how to, what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? You're not really taught how to put yourself out there, network, right, in school. So that's one thing that I feel like they can, you know what I'm saying, if we were to ever change the education system, I don't know if we will. I'm clearly not going to be responsible for it. But if they somehow implement that, then I feel like, you know, you wouldn't really hear a lot of people talking about, oh, I can't find work. You know what I'm saying? So
about the statistics? What about all these videos saying it's true? What is the truth? We'll discuss all about that after today's sponsor. Thank you, Centro.
Shout out to Centro, man. I'm a you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sign up for Centro, bro. I don't know what y'all got going, but I'm definitely gonna sign up, and I'm definitely gonna use Rambo's promo code as well, man.
On the online platform.
For
Thank you
sure.
again, Centro, for sponsoring this video.
Absolutely.
I've watched a bunch of these videos talking about Gen Z, the job crisis, the career apocalypse, and the main villain in all these videos that they mention is AI. AI is going to take over your job.
According to the Wall Street Journal, Gen Z graduates are facing the worst job market in over a decade, with Anthropic CEO warning that AI could eliminate nearly half of all entry-level jobs just within the next 5 years.
But here's the thing.
What?
It is not about AI, because what was the big villain and problem all the way back for millennials? It was about automation. Oh my God, a self-checkout kiosk. Oh my God, it's gonna take away my job. It's about AI today. Guess what? Every single generation had a villain, a certain dubious thing that a lot of people do not know about. So they like
The cars put the people, you know what I'm saying, the carriages out of business, the horseback riders out of business, man. We hate these cars, man.
to over-exaggerate the problems it's going to cause. But guess what, you dumb pieces of shit? Every single time there's a new invention, a new piece of technology that takes up the jobs of other people, new jobs open up.
Thanks.
Automation has been happening since the dawn of time. Man, when electricity came along, that put a lot of people out of work.
Did it?
Right? A lot of people carrying buckets of water and, you know, lighting lamps and all those kinds of things.
And this was the concern with factories as well,
Yeah,
right?
everything. Literally every single thing that comes
Even
along.
the printing press. right?
Absolutely. And
Sure.
what it does is it frees people up for new creative work. So the question is not, is automation going to eliminate jobs? There is no finite number of jobs.
Right.
We're not like sitting
Right.
around dividing up the same jobs that were around since the Stone Age. So obviously new jobs are being created, and they're usually better jobs, more creative jobs. So the question is, how quickly is this transition going to happen? And what kinds of jobs will be eliminated, and what kinds of jobs will be created? It's impossible looking forward to predict what kinds of jobs will be created.
Yeah.
Gen Z is afraid, and
But also, you guys, you don't have to have a traditional job to get by anymore, bro. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, right, like this is a small, very, very small YouTube channel, but you can make a YouTube channel and right, live off of that. Like I always say, man, there's people making noises on TikTok and surviving off of that. What do you do for work? I make noises on TikTok live. Right? So there's a lot more avenues, bro. You can literally do anything and get paid for anything, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? I just think people don't really be locking in and really thinking about what they can do, you know what I'm saying, to find employment, to make money, bro.
more importantly, they need an excuse to explain why they are not doing as well as they would have wanted, because obviously as children, you have these big, grand, ambitious dreams. I'm going to be an astronaut, a firefighter, I'm going to help the world. Then you enter the workforce and it's like, oh shit, I really can't get a job. Well, it's because of the market. But again, this happens to every generation. And the reason why this idea of Gen Z can't get jobs, millennials, boomers can't get jobs is so infatuating and so popular is because people need that perfect excuse.
Right.
And it makes for great news.
I'm with you, Rambo. I'm exactly with him, y'all. Y'all with him? I'm with him. I'm with him.
No one cares about the world ending. Actually, people do. Doomsday clock. Every single news cycle is talking about world problems, the climate, war is going to happen. But that happens 20, 10, 15, 30 years ago. That happens every single time.
Right.
And guess what? We're doing quite fine. This is a conversation way more important about jobs, but about control, because people have control over you if they make you panic. And more importantly, the reason why jobs is such an important conversation in every political presidential debate, every person who's trying to become a mayor, is because people find control over their lives through money. And if they feel like they no longer have control over their money, they no longer have control over their lives. Everything is linked to control. That's why there's so many strong conversations about your life being ruined. The gas prices are going up, inflation is going crazy, and that's how you get taken advantage of.
Right. Now, but here's the thing, though. you also can't ignore that type of stuff. Because again, like I said, bro, and I agree with him, like you can find a job, but there's also the thing of, is the job gonna support you, right? And so, you know what I'm saying, you can't ignore the gas prices going up and, you know, all the policies that are being passed, because, you know, that makes it harder to live. But, you know, I'm also with him. At least as far as like job, the job market isn't as bad as people make it seem. Or maybe, and like I said, y'all, I'm just, you know what I'm saying, this is based off my experience, the people I know, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, bro.
Very careful and selective of all the videos you choose to watch, because they are presenting information and statistics which are true. But if you look at the grander scale of everything, the job market is actually doing good. Unemployment is actually doing good. But if you look at minute details,
According to the Wall Street Journal, Gen Z graduates are facing the worst job market in over a decade, despite the average CEO now making over 300 times more than the typical employee. And while layoffs have already reached their highest level since the Great Recession, AI is set to eliminate nearly half of all entry-level jobs.
and be very specific, while statistically true, it makes you feel panicked. But realistically, who gives a shit about how Gen Z feels about the job market?
23% face unmanageable stress and 48% feel drained. According to a Cigna survey, Gen Z is the most stressed generation.
What is unmanageable stress, y'all? Right? Everybody feels drained at some point in life, bro. Come on, man.
Of all time.
If everyone is telling them that they should be doing bad, they're going to report and just how they feel based on their jobs that they're not going to like it. If you're going to ask employers how they feel about Gen Z and they're aware of the society norm that Gen Z is not a good employee, just like how millennials used to be, then obviously they're going to report negatively. These statistics are all fake lies and facades. They happen every generation, meant to cause chaos. And you need to look into the past, not 5-10 years, but you need to look every hundreds of years, generations into the past, and get a stronger understanding of the world. I never liked history when I was in school. It was my least favorite, most cheated class. But at the same time, it's valuable. It is very important to learn, not because you need to give a fuck about Columbus Day, but more importantly, it gives you a stronger understanding of where human society is, where it's bound to be, and everything that's happened in the past will repeat itself in a completely new coat of paint. And if you're able to recognize that, you will no longer fall for fake
That dog bow-legged.
chaos news.
Have faith in your skills.
Back when I was in college, I had a private tutoring job that required a bachelor's degree that I did not have. I was also a marketing intern, and this was my 3rd year into college. Realize the job market is only bad if you have nothing to offer, and utilize other opportunities to help leverage your time. Check out today's sponsor.
Shout out to the sponsor, man. And, you know, I like how he ended off talking about his college experience, bro, and saying, you know, the market is bad if you got nothing to offer. And even if you don't have anything to offer, bro, figure out, you know what I'm saying, who you can ask to teach you how to have something to offer. Or, you know what I'm saying? Bro, there's opportunities anywhere and everywhere, bro. You just have to look, like, you know what I'm saying? You can't really pay attention to like all the, you know, 50% of workers feel unmotivated, feel stressed, bro. Like what is that to say, bro? But interesting video from Rambo, y'all. I'm going to work, man. So that's gonna be it. As always, it's your boy 2Centz. Say it with me, TCZ. We out.